session. I normally do a sessions where I share a knowledge. I was just wondering as to what I want to speak. Probably because is it going to be a Thanksgiving sort of a speech, or is it something that I'm going to conclude and say, hey, no, thank you everyone. So what you've learned. But I thought that let me talk differently. Uh, Definitely, it's a great pleasure to be here for the conclusion of the 7-day national online workshop on financial literacy. And normally we hear English literacy, but I'm hearing the financial literacy. And I've seen the topics that has been organized by the Center for Promotion of Financial Literacy. When I've been hearing Rusa, I was just thinking about, we had robos. So now Robo 1 became Robo 2, now Rusa 2. But all in all, I think it's really encouraging that the last 7 days you have more than 700 students, mostly the postgraduate, who has gone through this program. And I've seen the programs, I've seen the schedules. I think this is very apt in today's world and environment. 24 sessions, and especially between 2 and 8. I think that's a very interesting thing because uh, one before sleep, one is going to sleep. So people who have taken the sessions from 2 o'clock will find it tough. People who are going taking the last sessions would have found it tough. But I'm sure the topics have been so much interesting. And I heard somebody mentioning about Ponzi scheme and the estate duty. Uh, Ponzi is nothing but your chit funds, in small words, your multi-marketing levels that you had, or your postcard where you had 1 rupee, you connect 7 people. That's how it works. But the Ponzi schemes happens with very rich people. So therefore, it to simply understand for people, it's just the chit fund, all the multi-marketing strategies which is done by various. It used to be very very common. Some have been banned in the recent past. But I'm sure that these topics represented the cream of the relevant topics, especially in the capital markets. And today, capital market is doing exceedingly well. And I'm sure that you will be richly benefited uh, with the sessions that you've attended. And I've heard somebody said I couldn't attend 1 or 2 sessions, and I think you are encouraged because these are all hosted on the YouTube. Today, if you see, the financial services industry is going through a very challenging phase. With traditional businesses slowly getting adapted or changing, there are various industries that have got impacted due to this pandemic. The hospitality industry, the infrastructure, you take any of these restaurants, the airline industry, the automobile industries, and all of these have actually been affected by it. But they're also quick to adapt when the lockdowns have been opened up. And I think you are finding the ways in which everybody is responding to it. It will take time, at least a year or two, before it comes to the pre-COVID period. But what is important that when universities like Usmania, which I belong to, and I'm in love with that because this is a university which has actually brought me into a platform which I'm very proud of, and I'm always willing to give back to whatever I've learned from this wonderful university and the professors and the teachers who have taught me. The skill set is a very essential aspect of it. Attending workshops and seminars are really good. But what is very important is what you learn is probably about 5 to 10% during that time. If you're very attentive for all the 90 minutes, probably you would have picked up about 20%. Otherwise, what you would have learned is about 5%. The 95% is your effort. And therefore, it is very, very important that when there is so much of complexity, when the environment is ever changing, adapt to what is called as technology. Tomorrow, technology is going to drive, and I would encourage each one of you, even your accounting. Take, for instance, the GST per se itself. Earlier everything used to be sales tax used to be through all those physical copies. Now everything moved to online. So everything is going to be automated. So Apart from all of these knowledges that you're possessing, whether it is even your trading in a shares, in a demat shares, everything is getting into what is called a softer version. So the hard copies are all going away. Even today, if you see, today's program is being conducted through a Zoom. Now that is where going the technology is going to stay. So therefore, please adapt to technologies. Please learn how the various tools that are available in the financial literacy world. What is very important is that uh, when you are attending these sessions, the first and foremost important aspect is that you've already committed to be exceptional. Because turning around to so many sessions, you have to be really be an exceptional. It doesn't make a distinction whether you are from an MCOM or an MBA or any other field that you're coming from. It's all about your interest. It's all about how much you can validate your potential that you possess and that you want to excel in every respective field. You have to be an effective professional. Don't be ordinary. Don't just attend sessions. Don't be in intentions of saying that I've submitted a thesis, attended this programs if I've got the knowledge. No, don't do be the slave of the Google search world. Invest in books. Learn from various practical avenues. If anybody is asking you to go and do some research in certain companies where there are sponsoring people who are around, in fact, I did hear some of the institutions, the corporates that are the universities associated with. It's very, very important, and it's actually a moment for you to make best use of this. Attending a session like this with so much of programs, I think it's what is very, very important for each one of you that unless you continuously educate yourself, you will be left behind. There are so many changes that are coming through it. And I think what you have learned today, whether it is on the capital markets, whether it is on I would say on the banking, or whether it's on the foreign exchange, whatever it is, these are just ordinary ones that you have learned. Probably it's very, very basic. Even for instance, the real estate duty planning that you need to do, it's completely a different topic and you can specialize on that. There are very few people who can understand that part of it, but you need specializations. So what is important is for each one of you is learning is continuous and it is an ongoing process. We need to keep learning new skills, acquire new knowledge in order to live in a world which is called a new world of productivity, and you need to be efficient. You had many sessions that talked about even reading a newspaper and I think what should be included in the newspaper. There are various things which comes in a business news. What is relevant? That is what you need to do it. Normally, if you're preparing for a civil services exam, these sort of skills are generally acquired. They're looked at it, they cut pages and paste it so that they keep and go back and see how the economy is getting affected, what impacts the economy, how do you measure a degrowth in a country, why are we going back, how did COVID impact an economy, what should we do. End of the day, it's after all, we are talking about money markets. You heard about the money markets, you talked about the mutual funds. There are so many things that are included in it. So what is required for each one of you is a commitment that it is this what you've learned is only the tip of the iceberg. What is commitment required is to go back and do a deep dive, understand knowledge, attend some of these televisions that we have. They don't watch the yellow channels or the channels which is on news. Attend channels which are on economics, attend channels which are on business. Learn from there. You may probably learn much more than that. You can probably also learn from a Discovery Channel. In fact, that also would give you a lot of things. How does even an animal, or how does somebody is trying to invent, how are they doing it? A skill that you could possess, and that is what would be very, very impactful. My deepest thanks to the university people, and I think absolutely right. And the commitment from the university professors, the commitment from the principals, the commitment from the deans, I think Usmania University has evolved as an institution. Usmania University actually has been the forefront, and people like Professor Krishna Kumar, who always wants the best for their students, not only the students who are from the Usmania University, but across. I think this is the commitment when your professors show you, you should take the additional effort to make sure that you become the best. And when you become the best, please come back to this university and share your knowledge. I think what is very, very important is knowledge is like a flowing river, it has to be continuous. As long as you don't stop it and just becomes a lake and then you don't clean it up, becomes stink, knowledge is like a flowing river and you need to keep on possessing year after year, day after day. What you've learned today, what you learned in the last 7 days may not be relevant if there are changes that comes up in next 1 year. So invest in your time. Understand each one of it. Go to the root cause. Any topic that you take, go to the root cause. Take, for example, insurance products. Don't just go and buy a life insurance product. Just because somebody comes to you and say, you take this life insurance, after your death, your family will be benefited. Look at equity market, look at bond markets, look at things. You may probably want to take an illness product from an insurance, which is on your credit, or the risk which gets covered. Probably you can look at it. Study that products. Understand products. Don't go by the marketing, the manner in which people go. Unless you invest and learn, you will never evolve. So what is important from each one of you is the people who have been drawn across in last 7 days in those 24 sessions, think through them. The amount of time and effort that they would have put in to share their knowledge must be stupendous, to be phenomenal. I think you need to credit the people like Mr. Krishna Kumar, Mr. Satish, all the people who are involved in this program to make this much, much more successful. My deepest thanks once again to this beautiful universities, to the lovely leaders of this workshop. My congratulations to everyone who have participated. I wish you the very, very best in all your undertakings. I think what is very, very important, please invest in knowledge. Please do not invest in information. Do not cut, copy, paste. Instead, get all the sources of information, validate the sources of information, and then may convert that into a knowledge. And that is what will make you very, very successful. And unless you invest every day, yesterday is just an history. So invest every day, at least an hour or two, whether it is at any level, in learning something, a new skill, a new knowledge. Probably you will be a much, much better professional. I wish you and your family very safe. Please ensure that all the safety norms are taken care by you. Please do not disregard safety norms. But it's important that it is not only you, also the family which is supported by you or you supporting the family. Please take care of them. Unless you are safe, you might say you may have very good immunity systems are very good, but unfortunately, COVID does not understand that language. COVID only understands stay safe. God bless you and have a very good evening. Thank you very much, and I hand it over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Ganesh Balakrishnan, sir. So you are not only the alumni of Usmania University, you are also the family member of Usmania University, because whenever the department organizes any program like this, which is benefits to the commerce fraternity like students and other people, so you are the only person to come forward and deliver the notes like to the students, and you are create the knowledge among the students on behalf of the corporate world. Thank you once again, sir. Thank you very much.